Hey everyone, I am here today with Jacob from Life on a Lens Media. And Jacob has become known as the video guy who really helps businesses figure out how to get results from their videos within 90 days. And I decided to bring Jacob in today to talk about how video is not a sales tool, but it's a nurture tool, which is really a different kind of way than a lot of people think about it. So, Jacob, want to kick us off with this?
Yes, I do. It's one of my favorite little, sometimes things just fall out of my mouth and sometimes they're great and they're inspiring. Most of the time they're just absolutely trash. But this one came out and it was good. Um, I always looked at it this way, right? Like I think everybody has the wrong frame on what video is. They think about it as a virtual assistant that goes on calls for them almost. That's like I think the God image in their head of video. And I just don't think that's reality because the truth of the matter is where video is really most efficient is either A, on the side of where we have, let's see, this is my left right over here. So we have our initial awareness phase here. They become aware and they get in touch with some form of you. They then basically become invested in constant contact. That's a follow, that's an opt-in, that's something like that. They become almost a lead, but more of their interest is gained. Then we jump over the point where they take the step to make a conversation happen. And in that space there, this space right here, is where video is really, really important. On this side of even something small, like when people opt in to what you do, it's so easy to either A, use a program like I provide for my clients, where what it'll do is allow you to record one message and it'll send emails out that'll actually change what you say, clone your voice, and allow you to say, hey, Carrington, hey, Bob, hey, Steve, and then deliver the rest and also change things said in the video too. But it's hyper personalized in the sense that that video is just a simple communication. I would say if you're going to do it the manual way, let's say someone opts in, grab your phone, record a video, make sure their name's in it, and talk to them, and boom, send it over to them. Don't you have to, if you want to stand out, you have to stand up. You have to be relatable. So each video, each step here is just another little touch point, right? So we have like our initial funnels, they hit those. And we have maybe that video we talked about, just send an iPhone after they opt in, so you have their contact information. Then maybe after that, you send them like a website audit if that's the thing, or you get on the call and you provide them the call recording so they can go back and look at everything and understand what's discussed and everything. And then there's the sales process where that's basically at that stage you can use video to showcase what you do, but it's less important than actually what we picture in our God image. This nurture sequence here is so important because it just allows that extra human element. Because people look at video as a very difficult thing. They look at
Mhm.
speaking to camera as a very difficult thing.
Yep.
You can do that and stand up by blend in first and stand out. So, don't shoot. For me, even though I'm a professional videographer, I'm deciding I'm not going to shoot my initial follow-up videos on this. What I'm going to do next time at the airport is I'm going to lock a camera off. I'm going to do my first part where I say the part I need to replace their name, and then I'm going to pick that camera tripod. I'm about to get on a flight, so I'll call you later. See ya. So that way, every time someone comes through that, they'll get the social proof of me getting on a flight, sending him a message and carving out the time for them, even though I'm late to get on the flight. And they'll get that touch point. And the best part is, too, if they don't watch the video, you will know if you set up your tracking and everything correctly. So again, it also gives you hot and cold feedback on that nurturing as well. And then there's the other side where once you've got them converted, you deliver them service, the easiest way to upsell is to make things look sexy, good, and believable through videos. That's how
Yeah,
you get them to become that repeat client.
yeah, one
So
of the things you mentioned on earlier was like where you kind of just like you're building on building out that
cool.
confidence too. There's a guy I follow and he posts videos of men's fashion. And I
Mm,
don't like men's fashion, but I am fascinated with this guy. And he just puts outfits together. People comment on different things that he could try and he makes the videos on it. And one
That's
thing somebody asked was like, how do you get confident in wearing all of these different outfits? And he was like, start off with one piece of clothing. If you want
mm,
to start changing your style and you want to go from being like a classic like businessman, you want to start dressing like a cowboy, all right, let's start off by changing your shoes. Let's start off by just changing the style of pants you wear, but keep everything else where you're comfortable. And then build on, all right, you do that for like 2 weeks. All right, now let's change your shirt. All right, now let's add the shoes in. And then eventually you're going to be really comfortable and it'll be like, oh, I can dress like a cowboy.
that's it. You
So,
gotta you gotta dip it in, dip your toe in, and get acclimated. It's the fish.
yep,
It's the fish. You buy a new goldfish, you put him in the tank and let him sit in there for a day, float in his little bag, looking like a lost little soul until the water's acclimated. Then you open the bag and let him out,
yep.
and he's alive for generally about a few days, and then you know then he has to go away to the special farm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But if anyone wants to get in touch with you and learn more about this and how they can put this into their business, how can they get in touch with you?
yeah. They can go on my website, llmediallc.com. On there's all my contacts, and you can also generally find me on Facebook's my best way. Just look up Jakob Michaels, and follow the person, not the page.
Perfect. And that's Jacob with a K.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jake.